Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
13, Lou.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
James now to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
As they run the counter play. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Easy. Here we go, son.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
James now to return it. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get forward for
They're giving me half one.
16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
QP ski.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick the play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Lawrence will throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Hey, I'm gun. 30 left.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Man, they let me take the ball out the air, bro.
He's taken down.
It's
27 yards
crazy.
there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So they need to be executed. But this shit is trash.
Here we go, Sahara.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
13 loop.
They go play action with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Big 13 heavy.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Oh, Wheels, you gotta
Push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the quarterback
I ain't Wheel, you
slammed
gotta
that window
intercept.
shut.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of you and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach. And that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Just
good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, shit.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Josh Allen buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and 19.
Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saved back at the 31.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have...
Why are you diving all the way back this way?
If you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try to pick it up on 3rd down.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Now Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Right, this might be breaking.
6 yards there off the scramble, and it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
Fights him off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Go, go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field. And he's got it.
I do not hate when they don't really pick up.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jags are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
116 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run with a 2nd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Fulton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and they worked out his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing.
The bunch of magic to jump off their block. Come on.
Play to your potential. He's doing it in this game.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, that just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Watson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
GP school.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, I'm gun.
They run for it with Bigsby.
Yes, sir, Big Chris.
He did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out of that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
35 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
We'll fight through the adversity, y'all.
The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage. Big
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 75 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word
What
you
are
use
these?
than
This
that.
is
One
weird.
play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's
Oh, come on, bro.
Hang on here because he appears to be
Really?
shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Down under 2 minutes to go.
As it poor Anderson ain't no bad fucking in my face
Possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
This should be so fucking.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
I didn't mind that. Let's get straight to it. Wait.
Here's 1st and 10.
Easy. Read it 54. Read it 54. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. And he is going to have the Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Lawrence. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Oh, man.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL